The United States is home to countless farms, but some carry more than just crops and livestock. They're said to harbor ghosts, spirits, and chilling tales from the past. If you're into haunted places and eerie stories, these 10 haunted farms might just send a shiver down your spine. Number 1. Bell Witch Farm, Adams, Tennessee. The Bell Witch Farm in Adams, Tennessee, is one of the most famous haunted places in the United States. The story begins in the early 1800s with the Bell family, who lived on a quiet farm. One day, strange things started happening. The family began hearing weird noises at night, knocking on the walls, chains dragging, and whispers with no one there. Over time, the spirit seemed to focus on one person in the family, the father, John Bell. He was often slapped, pinched, and even poisoned. The ghost also targeted his daughter, Betsy Bell, pulling her hair and leaving handprints on her face. The Bell family believed they were being haunted by a spirit called the Bell Witch. Some say she was the ghost of a woman named Kate Batts, who had a fight with John Bell before she died. People from all over came to the farm to see the ghost for themselves. Even General Andrew Jackson, who later became president, visited the farm and had his own strange experiences. The haunting went on for years and finally stopped after John Bell died. But even today, people say the Bell Witch still lingers. Visitors report hearing voices, footsteps, and feeling cold spots in the area. Some even claim to see shadows or feel like they're being watched. There's a Bell Witch cave near the old farm site that many believe is a hotspot for ghost activity. Some say the witch moved into the cave after the Bell family left. Ghost hunters and curious visitors come every year to see if the stories are true. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, the tale of the Bell Witch Farm is one of the creepiest legends in American history. Number 2. Rolling Hills Asylum Farm, East Bethany, New York. Rolling Hills Asylum, located in East Bethany, New York, started as a poorhouse in 1827. It was a place where people who had no money, no home, or who were sick or mentally ill were sent to live. The building was also part of a working farm, where the residents helped with chores to support the place. Over the years, many people died there, some from illness, some from old age, and others under mysterious conditions. Because of this, many believe the asylum is haunted by the spirits of those who lived and died there. People who visit Rolling Hills say they hear strange sounds like footsteps, whispers, or doors slamming on their own. Some say they feel cold spots or like someone is watching them, even when no one is around. Others claim to see shadowy figures moving down the hallways. One of the most famous ghosts said to haunt the asylum is Roy, a very tall man who had a disease that made his face look different. He was kind in life, and many believe his spirit still walks the halls today. There's also a room called the Shadow Hallway, where many people report seeing dark shapes moving on the walls. Paranormal investigators often visit the asylum to try to catch ghost activity on camera or audio recorders. Today, Rolling Hills is no longer an active asylum, but it is open for ghost tours and overnight investigations. Number 3. McPike Mansion and Farm, Alton, Illinois. The McPike Mansion in Alton, Illinois, is known as one of the most haunted places in the state. The mansion was built in 1869 by Henry McPike, a wealthy businessman and former mayor of Alton. The land around the house was once part of a large farm and garden. Over the years, the mansion changed owners and was eventually left empty. After sitting abandoned for many years, people began reporting strange things happening there. Visitors say they hear footsteps when no one is there and see ghostly figures walking through the halls. Some people have taken pictures inside the mansion and found misty shapes or orbs in the photos. One of the most haunted places in the mansion is the old wine cellar. Many people feel cold spots there or get the feeling that someone is standing right behind them. Some believe the ghosts are former owners of the mansion or even workers from the old farm. One ghost, believed to be Sarah McPike, is said to still watch over the house. Others say they have seen children's spirits playing in the yard or on the steps. Many visitors have felt sudden chills, heard whispers, or even smelled old-fashioned perfumes while inside. Today, the McPike Mansion is privately owned, and the current owners offer ghost tours to people who want to learn about the haunted history. Number 4. The Farm on Round Top Road, Harrisville, Rhode Island. The Farm on Round Top Road in Harrisville, Rhode Island, is one of the most famous haunted houses in America. This old farmhouse became well known because of the movie The Conjuring, which is based on true events that happened there. In the 1970s, the Perron family moved into the house, not knowing it had a dark history. Soon after they arrived, strange and scary things started happening. The family heard loud noises, saw things move on their own, and even saw ghostly figures. The mother, Carolyn Perron, said she felt like something was trying to hurt her. Lights flickered, doors opened and shut by themselves, and cold spots would suddenly appear. One of the ghosts was believed to be a woman named Bathsheba, who was said to have lived on the land long ago. People believed she practiced witchcraft and cursed the land before she died. The Perron family lived with the spirits for 10 years. They called paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren to help. The Warrens believed the house was full of dark energy and spirits that had not moved on. Even after the Perrons left the house, people say the spirits stayed. Today, the house is still standing, and new owners have opened it to the public for ghost tours and overnight stays. Number 5. Knott's Scary Farm, Buena Park, California. Knott's Scary Farm in Buena Park, California, is famous for its Halloween events and spooky atmosphere. It started as a small event in the 1970s, but has grown into one of the biggest and most popular Halloween festivals in the United States. Every year, the park is transformed into a haunted world filled with creepy mazes, frightening characters, and scary shows. But many people believe that the park isn't just spooky during Halloween, it's haunted all year round. Before it became a theme park, the land where Knott's Berry Farm now stands was once a farm. The park's history is tied to a ghostly past, with rumors of haunted areas and strange sightings. Some people believe that the spirits of former workers or visitors still wander the grounds. Employees and visitors have reported hearing voices, footsteps, and the feeling of being watched when no one is around. Some say they have seen shadowy figures or felt cold spots in certain areas of the park. One of the most famous ghost stories involves the Calico Mine Ride, a popular attraction at the park. Some believe that the ride is haunted by the spirit of a man who once worked in the mines. Visitors say they have heard his voice or felt his presence as they ride through the mine. There are also stories of strange happenings in other parts of the park, like moving objects, unexplained noises, and ghostly apparitions. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, Knott's Scary Farm is full of excitement and spooky fun. Number 6. Lemp Brewery and Farm, St. Louis, Missouri. The Lemp Brewery and Farm in St. Louis, Missouri, is one of the most haunted places in the area. The brewery was founded in the 1800s by the Lemp family, who became very wealthy from their beer business. The family lived in a grand mansion next to the brewery. However, their story took a dark turn, and many believe that their tragic past led to the spirits haunting the property. The Lemp family faced a series of sad events, including several deaths by suicide. The most famous story is about William Lemp Jr., who is said to have shot himself in the family mansion in 1922. Some believe that his ghost still haunts the building, along with other family members who died under mysterious circumstances. Over the years, the brewery was abandoned, and people started noticing strange things happening there. Visitors and workers have reported hearing footsteps, doors slamming, and whispers coming from empty rooms. Some have even seen ghostly figures moving through the building or felt cold spots in the air. The most haunted areas seem to be the old mansion and the underground tunnels that were used to store beer. Many people say they've seen shadows or heard voices while walking through these dark, quiet places. Today, the Lemp Brewery is no longer in business, but the building is still standing. Number 7. Rocky Hill Castle Plantation, Cortland, Alabama. Rocky Hill Castle Plantation in Cortland, Alabama, is a spooky and mysterious place known for its eerie past. The plantation was built in the 1800s and was once a large cotton farm, but it has a dark and haunted history. The house itself is an impressive castle-style mansion, but it's also filled with stories of ghosts and strange happenings. Many people believe that the spirits of those who lived and worked on the plantation still haunt the area. The plantation was home to slaves, and some people say the ghosts of these workers still wander the property. Visitors have reported hearing footsteps, whispers, and even screams in the night, especially near the old slave quarters. Some people say they feel cold spots or get the sense that someone is watching them. One of the most well-known ghost stories is about a headless horseman that is said to ride around the plantation at night. People claim to have seen the ghost of a man on horseback, but his head is missing. Others say they've seen shadowy figures moving through the house or heard strange noise coming from empty rooms. Some visitors have even felt like they were being followed or touched by unseen hands. Today, Rocky Hill Castle Plantation is abandoned and in ruins, but it's still a popular place for ghost hunters and curious visitors. Number 8. Willard Library and Farm Grounds, Evansville, Indiana. Willard Library in Evansville, Indiana, is one of the oldest and most haunted libraries in the United States. Built in 1885, the library is known for its beautiful architecture and vast collection of books, but it's also famous for its spooky stories. Many people believe the library is haunted by the ghost of a woman named the Gray Lady, who has been seen walking around the library at night. The story of the Gray Lady is tied to the Willard family, who originally owned the library. Some people say that the ghost is the spirit of a woman who died under mysterious circumstances. Others believe she was a member of the Willard family who never left the library after her death. Visitors and workers at the library have reported seeing a shadowy figure dressed in gray, often near the stairs or in the old reading rooms. Some people have also heard strange noises, like footsteps or whispering voices, when no one is around. In addition to the library itself, the grounds surrounding Willard Library are also said to be haunted. The farm that used to be part of the estate has its own ghost stories. Some visitors claim to have seen strange lights in the fields or heard whispers in the trees. People who walk around the property often feel as though someone is watching them. Today, the library is still open to the public, and it offers ghost tours for those interested in learning about its haunted past.